MinMin!
Hi all. Yep, it's 2021. New character, something different, and I just decided to play MinMin as a change. And let me say, I had fun with the character, and I do consider it to be one of my pocket characters. Now, I'm usually a sword fighter, so I go with Shulk, Lucina, Violet, and sometimes Ike, and then more like a universal staff fighter, Link. Zelda my Zelda is up there. As one of my characters, I do like to play, and Palutena. I'm trying to learn Falco at the moment, and I tried Zero Suit, but yeah. Anyways, this is all about MinMin. So even though the character came out in 2020, around this time, what was it, January? She came out, I forgot. I didn't think much of her, but then I started playing her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's actually fun. So with MinMin, she comes from the series ARMS. I do not know much about the series, but it's basically a long-range boxing tournament based on what I've seen. And the interesting part of the character is her ability, her special moves are basically controlling her other arm. So in one arm, she has like a dragon claw, a dragon face thing that can shoot lasers, depending on like throws and how you time an A press. But her special moves is also her other arm. But this arm, you can rotate it into 3 types of arms. One of them also being a dragon, but there's also the yellow cannonball, which I think it called a megawatt, and then like I don't know, it's basically like a ninja kind of circle thing. But anyway, so I started playing with the character. One thing I did notice was that I would get comboed heavily, and I didn't know how to like really combat that. One thing I also noticed is that I needed to play how I press buttons. So usually I hold the controller and my thumb hovers, my right thumb hovers the A button. Well, what I did was that I turned my arm about 90 degrees to the point where I made sure both my thumb was above both the A and B button. The reason why is that with MinMin, you could basically throw out one of your arms and immediately follow up with the other arm.
It's great on catching rolls, and if your opponent is unfamiliar with how to fight MinMin, they can be easily punished.
And I played her as a grounding character. After some time though, I would combo with a Mario. Yeah, that Mario just destroyed me. And then Dark Pit, or Picking with dark skin. I don't know, I forgot which. But a pit came, and yeah, I think it was the Dark Pit. And I was also combo food. But after a while, as I played the character more and more, I went into a match that was a ditto match. So it was me as MinMin versus MinMin. And this MinMin destroyed me. One of the major reasons why is because this MinMin was not only covering the ground, but also covering the air. I was basically taken away by that, like props to that MinMin. But what I found was as her pros, I would say like her arms are like the biggest pros. And like I talked about, you can launch one arm after the other, and you can change arms. You can kind of angle the arms and like tilt it up, tilt it down. You don't need to aim straight, so it's perfect for ledge trapping. You could delay the other arm so that if they have the shield up and they're expecting the other one, but then you don't launch it, they'll just unshield, but then you quickly launch the other arm out. When I got to her aerials though, or when I started to use her jumps and her like down tilt, up smash, that's when the character actually shined for me. Because her, like, so you have the yellow cannonball, which I think is called a mega ball. And so if a character was at high percent, I would jump and then just spam that. And usually it will KO at higher percent. So even just the normal like dragon one, it would pass her, so it could capture characters who were recovering low as well. Another thing that was really good was her down tilt. I didn't think of it as much, but basically it can be a combo starter. You can down tilt and then up smash, or down tilt and up tilt, and then either catch the opponent by a short hop nair, or if they air dodge, you can predict that with a smash attack, and they'll land to it sometimes. Yeah, like what was it? I met Chrome and I almost lost to that Chrome. But then something happened where I turned the match around, and on the last stop, he was trying to recover and he recovered high, or something like that. And I just went up there and jumped and did a side nair or yeah, a side nair where it basically is Violet's spear in midair, but can be longer, and you can make it into a smash attack. That was real good. And another good is that her up smash, is a reflector. She doesn't have a great run, to me it seemed. Then again, like I would tilt for dash, and then she would basically trot, and then someone would, like Mario, would catch up with me. So, a
Samus player.
very... I felt bad for that.
Samus player.
So, the Salmon player charged a charge beam, and she was at around 30%. And I was just waiting for it. She launches it, but then I up smash, and apparently her up smash is very fast. Like, it can get out of situations, because that's on Samus sharpening me like really close, and yeah, and she was then flying away and got KO'd at 33%, which was ridiculous. Now I did lose a lot along the way, because there were some lagging matches, but it was mostly like I don't play the game competitively. I just play it because I just want to have fun, even though I had time yelling because of a laggy match that some kid forgot to put the little LAN adapter on the back of his Switch, or playing in the jungle Wi-Fi somewhere. But I would say her weaknesses are obviously like at the time what I need to work on is characters that can come in and combo me like Marth does. Uh, I met a me fighter and a Barrett, and I hate side smash for the most part now. But approaching MinMin would be the best. Her grabs are really good. Because at high percents they are kill moves or KO moves. But if you miss, they are laggy, and the startup can be laggy too. I think it would be great to because what MinMin can do, it catch people rolling, not only with her arms, but also I managed to catch some people rolling with the grab, and then would throw them off stage, with mostly backfill. But now that I know that her up smash has good frame data to get out of situations, I think I will be using that more. But overall, after trial and error, after sweat and tears, mostly from other players that faced my MinMin, and luckily most of them were all spammy characters like Ducka and all that. After all that, I made it to Elite Smash, which is probably not saying much. But I do like this character, and I know recently there has been controversy in Japan for her. It came out probably a month ago, but hey, as a casual, I'm having fun, and she does offer a different kind of playstyle. So if you're looking for a new character to play with, I would recommend MinMin. And yeah, I don't know how they would take that to the competitive scene. Alright, well, thank you all for watching, and have a good day.